You know I had to drop a track for my boy. Yeah, video rapping boys out here telling baby. I'm the hardest young nigga, I ain't signed to no label. Hey, BruceGas putting no fights on the table. Calling that boxing since Kane versus Abel. Smoking so much gas, you would think that shit was fatal. All the people's champion like Muhammad Ali. Shut up, BruceGas. One day we gon' meet. Yeah, we gon' blow it down. We gon' smoke hella weed. Yeah, we gon' blow it down. Take a hit out the token too. Flipping hella shots. Feel like Tyson with the peak of little block on my side, but it hit just like the crew. Shut up, man. Chat real shit. That's my fucking dude. We always cooking on the pen. Strapped to my side, I ain't talking about no sin. Bruce passed me the blunt, I'ma light it like a Kim. Hey, non-stop bars, man, I always spit flames. Feel like BruceGas always got a different strain. Bitch, you ain't like me, you can never feel my pain. You win and you lose, well, this a fight game. Don't beef on the net and the shit won't change. Said that on the stream, gotta do it for the game. Said that on the stream, gotta do it for the chat. I ain't undisputed. Yeah, hold on, I ain't undisputed, but I want all the straps. Undisputed. Yeah, hold on, I ain't undisputed, but I want all the straps.
Salute. Thank you all for stopping by, man. I don't know how my StreamYard is doing. I have it. I'm looking at it on another screen, and it doesn't look like it's doing too well. But I hope this is coming out here, man. I hope this is coming out on YouTube. I see Marky Dan in here. Salute, brother. Thank you for stopping by, man. I'm watching a pretty good fight going on right now. It's on the undercard of the Gilberto Ramirez, Joe Smith Jr. fight we're going to be watching shortly. This is Eric Tudor and Jose Luis Sanchez. It's an 8-round junior middleweight bout. I think I'm not too familiar with either one of these guys. I think Tudor is the favored. I think Sanchez is getting the advantage. That one guy, Bones, man. Salute, bro. Thank you for coming by. Saturday night's all right for fighting, man. We got I think this is a great fight that's coming up, man. Joe Smith and Zurdo Ramirez, man. This is the light heavyweight division. Light heavyweight division is a glamour division in boxing. I can remember so many great light heavyweight fights throughout my 50 plus years of being a fan of the sport. And tonight we're having arguably two of the top 5 light heavyweights, but they're not light heavyweights now. Neither one has fought in over a year. And they're coming back as cruiserweights. I hope that music's not too loud in the background. Just try to keep it in the keep some music on. That's the Flail. They're playing live right now at Smalls Jazz Club in Greenwich Village, New York, man. That's Stephen and Todd on the tenor sax, Dan Blankenship on the trumpet, Brian Masala on the piano, Reed Taylor on the bass, and Charlie Gould on the drums. We're just digging on a little bit of a little jazz. It seems to go very well with boxing. I hope it's not overshadowing my voice over here, but we're doing what we can do here tonight, man. We got a great fight, and everybody and their brother's got a YouTube channel. They're all showing the fights, but I stream them. My fights are always about 30 seconds behind the DAZN or the ESPN or the pay-per-view. So I'm over here digging on a stream. I was going to go on with Skywalker, and I was going to go on with DVO and D3. And I said, guys, it really bums me out when there's a fight on and you guys are seeing it before me and I don't get to and it just wasn't going to happen. So anyway, guys, let me once again, I got to keep track of that soundtrack. I want to keep it at an acceptable background level. Anybody out there listening to me, if the music is too loud, let me know. If it's okay, let me know that too. I appreciate it. Because like I said, man, we're here for boxing, jazz, and more. And man, I made up a batch of Green Dragon today. This is the new batch that I made up. I'm trying it in a 12-round competition here. Good night, baby. My manager retiring for the night. It's only 8:30, but when you get old, 8:30 is the end of the day. Not for me though, guys. I'm up here for another 4 hours anyway. Got a little Green Dragon. I have to shut up for 30 seconds. Let this sublingual absorb. You know the routine. Now I swallow. My tongue's all green. But this tastes different than the batch I had last couple of weeks. They raised the cannabis tax in Missouri again, 9.97%, plus 6%, plus 3%. If I do my math right, we're looking at 27% tax on the weed. Is that right, Mark? Is that right, Bones? That's a lot. And the price has gone down too, man. There's a place around here that just opened up in Massachusetts. I live in Rhode Island. Rhode Island and Mass, they're kind of like hand in hand and everything. And they just opened up another dispensary in Mass. And there was one on this road. It's called Route 6. It's kind of a big highway, not an interstate highway, but it was until they built the interstate. But anyway, man, they had a place there called Northeast Alternatives, which was pricey. They didn't have a great selection. People seem like assholes that ran it. But this new place, man, Solar Technologies or something like that. But anyway, man, I can't even think of the names of the places. They don't mean anything to me anyway. But this place, I'm looking online and they're doing like eighths for $20, and they're doing the prices are down to earth, man. You know, you can get a half for under $100. So anyway, man, I made some inquiries. And I found out that they're self-contained. They have their own growing facilities there. They're growing plants in the back. They got a huge warehouse, and I guess it's going to be like the gas wars of the 70s, man. When I was a kid, they had gas stations were combating each other for pennies, and the wars were going back and forth. Where the gas station owners told me that they were hardly making a day's pay just to stay in business. But man, I like being the recipient of wars like that. So let them have the reefer wars, man. You know, I like paying the cheap prices of the old days. Let them go back down, man. But anyway, man, I got the Green Dragon that my wife put a batch together for us today, and it's like everything else, man. Yeah, bro. Everywhere around the country, they're telling me the price is going down. I got a brother who lives in Arizona. He's telling me $95 for an ounce of choice stuff. 24% weed, man. So I think it's I wouldn't worry about it, Bones, man. I would just economics will take over. If this is a free country, you know, it's capitalism dictates, man. The more competition comes in, they start growing it themselves. Because it's only a weed. It doesn't take a lot of resources to grow weed. If you know how to get your female plants going, weed out the males, make sure you're getting all the sunlight you need. And when it's legal, you can and you have dough backing you. You're pretty much in the driver's seat. I mean, I got some plants on my porch. I wish I had done them earlier in the year, and they're almost maturing right now. They're looking really, really nice, you know. And in Rhode Island, they don't even care about weed anymore. You know, it's really a couple of years ago they'd throw you in jail for right now what they probably they couldn't do anything about it. You know, they're trying to restrict smoking in public parks and things like that. But anyway, man, this fight's almost over. It's been interesting, man. Eric Tudor and Jose Luis Sanchez. It's an 8-round. It's the first fight on the DAZN card. I don't know if this is. I don't know how the DAZN works out, if they're pay-per-view or what they do. But you know, I really came around for the co-main event and the main event, and this is interesting. This keeps the eyes on the screen, you know. An 8-round junior middleweight fight, and Jose Luis Sanchez is having his way with Tudor. This fight's over. I don't know who was the favorite, if it's an upset or what, man. But I mean, I was only watching this to the side of my eye. I was setting up my show and shit, and I'm giving the fight to Sanchez. From what I saw, I mean, he had him hurt, busted his face up. Let me check and see who this Eric Tudor is, man. I'm pretty sure I've heard of him before. I've seen him on some DAZN cards. I guess they were DAZN, but let's check him out. Yeah, he was undefeated, man. 9-0 with 6 KOs. Super welterweight. See, box wreck, man. You go in there now and you got to take down your ad block. So I have to remove it for a second. Do this. Refresh the computer. Put the ad block back on. It's already back on. I think it kind of knows what we're doing over here. But yeah, man. First fight of the night, Eric Tudor, I think he lost his O. And Jose Luis Sanchez, he was 13-3. Let's see what's Jose Luis Sanchez. Let's see what kind of record he has. But he came in as the underdog. Came in to face our undefeated house fighter. He's got a record of 13-3 with only 4 knockouts. But, I mean, damn. You look at Eric Tudor's face, and it doesn't look like a guy that with only 4 knockouts on his record. He was laying some bombs in there with some leverage. He's got the Mexican flag behind him, getting ready for the announcement here. Maybe you guys already know it, but I'm getting it myself right now. We had David Diamante. He was doing the announcing over in England today. We had a great fight out today, man. That Josh Warrington, Lee Wood. Jose Luis Gonzalez upset the favored Eric Tudor in the first fight of the card, man. Like I said, I wasn't paying super attention to it. We're getting ready now for the fights that I want to see on the card tonight. Beck the Bully and Atlantis Fox. That should be semi-interesting, man. Beck the Bully's a pretty tough dude. I mean, remember when he got knocked out? Who the hell knocked him out? Gilberto, was it Gilberto Ramirez? No, it wasn't Gilberto. That's who's fighting tonight. Anyway, man, We saw Beck the Bully get knocked out. He came back and he avenged his knockout. Who was it who beat Beck the Bully? Gilberto Rosado. I knew it was a Gilberto. Gilberto Rosado. And he avenged that defeat. He avenged that knockout. I don't think Rosado is boxing anymore. I think he must have retired. He was around for a long time. Got lucky with that knockout. Hey, Perro, brother, how we doing, my man? Good to see you stopping by. I appreciate it, bro. We've got another fight coming up here. The Beck the Bully. I think that's going to be next, man. I think they're doing a pretty. I don't think they're going to be dragging it out. I don't think they're going to be showing a lot of undercard shit, man. Ramirez is in the back. He hasn't gotten his hands wrapped up yet. And then they're showing Joe Smith. And then, this, you like, if you can dig light heavyweight boxing, you got to understand, a year ago, this was the number 3 and the number 4 light heavyweights in the world. Light heavyweight division, there's not much happening there. It's kind of bottlenecked. It's stuck at the top. We're not getting Baturbiev and we're not getting Better Beef and Bivol fighting each other. Bivol's already beaten. He's already beaten Ramirez. Baturbiev has beaten Joe Smith. So these are pretty much it's a battle of 2 fighters coming off an L. Neither one of these fighters can afford losing tonight. And I think Ramirez. I think youth. I think his drive to make a name for himself. I don't think Joe Smith is really hungry, man. I think he's kind of cashed out. This is a cash out, but I think he cashed out at light heavyweight fight with that Serbia fight. He owns a steel business, successful, family man. I mean, boxing's a dangerous sport. Joe Smith has given us some great fights, man. When he knocks Bernard Hopkins through the ropes, and he's had some other decent defenses. And here he's coming back, man. I don't know, man. These guys with the layoffs that they have, you just can't. You don't know what to expect or who's coming in the ring. You don't know what you're going to see. Beck the Bully and Atlantis Fox. That should be a decent fight. Beck the Bully, 9 knockouts and 12 wins. He was stopped once. Atlantis Fox. We saw him get beat by David Morrell, Leon Williams. He hasn't really had the greatest luck. He's coming off a loss too to Eric Bazinian, undefeated fighter. He lost a majority decision. So we'll see. Atlantis Fox, man, he knows it. His back's against the wall over here. 2 fighters coming off an L. In fact, that's very interesting because we have Beck's not coming off an L. But a lot of L's on the records of these fighters in the top cards here. Hey, Dre, Finest, my brother. Salute, my man. Salute, bro. That's my biggest pet peeve, and I hate to be redundant. I repeat myself about it all the time. But the inactivity and the layoffs, man, this is not the way boxers stay in shape. That's not how they stay conditioned. That's not how the hands toughen up. Everything toughens up, man. When you stay active, you're ready for a fight. You're ready to go. You're a boxer. That's your job. These guys taking all this time off. I don't know what to expect, man. I don't know who's going to win this fight. I don't know if it's going to be Rosado or if it's going to be Joe Smith. Ramirez, man. I keep mixing them up, man. They're both Gilbertos. I guess Gilberto's not the most common name around, so you're going to give me the pass on that. We're getting ready for I guess it's the co-main event. Maybe they're going to blow through this card. I don't know. I'd like to see a few more. I'd like to see them stretch it out a little bit, man. But you know, back in the day, that's how it was, bro. That's how it was. They showed I dig, Unc. I dig for sure, man. You know, you get your main event. Maybe you'd see a co-main event, but that kept us satisfied because they were good fights. Now they're gonna have a light heavyweight fight going on here, man. Darius Fulgham, Alan Campa. This is a super middleweight fight. It's looks like it might be entertaining, man. Bring it on, bro. Bring it on. It's an 8-round fight, and let's check who these cats are, bro. Alan Campa. Let's see who he is, man. He's super middleweight out of Mexico. Let's check out and see who this dude is. See what his. He's definitely a journeyman. He's got a record of 18-8 with 12 knockouts. Let's see if he's got any names on his record. He's been beaten by Beck the Bully. DAZN, he's been beaten by him. Jesse Hart, he's been beaten by Jesse Hart. He's been beaten by Sergey Devchenko. I mean, the dude's definitely a journeyman. He's been around. And I'm looking at his record, and he was undefeated until 2013, till he got beaten a unanimous decision by Jose Pazon. And he's been in and out after that. Now he seems to be a stepping stone on the ring now. And this Darius Fulgham, let's take a look at him, man. He's 7-0. They got him listed as a light heavyweight. He's fighting out of Houston, Texas. So this could be his baptism. This could be his this could be one of his biggest fights. I'm looking at his record now. I don't see anybody on there with a very impressive record. Ricardo Luna, he's a journeyman with a 25-10-2 record. He knocked him out in the second round. So Dennis Fulgham, he might be a prospect coming in here, man. This could be an interesting fight. Hey, the Boxing Scholar, bro. How we doing, my brother? Good to see you here, man. Glockberry, salute, bro. The Bud Files. Thank you, cats, for bopping in here, man. Appreciate somebody coming in and listening to me. We got some live boxing on tonight. I'm sure all you cats are watching it, man. If you're not, I'll do my best to fill you in what's happening. We've got a super middleweight bout coming up right now, man. This is an 8-round fight. Darius Fulgham and Alan Campa. Alan Campa is a 18-8 journeyman with 12 knockouts. He's been boxing for a bit. See when he had his first fight, man. Alan Campa had his first fight, man. He had his first fight in 2010. So he's a veteran of 13 years. Fulgham, he started boxing in 2021, so he's only been in the ring for 2 years. So let's see what Fulgham does. Let's see if he's a prospect with it's got some potential. He's on a pretty decent card here, man. You know, tomorrow is an anniversary of the first boxing gloves being worn in boxing. So it's kind of interesting. You see these guys, one black glove, one white glove, almost look like two different weapons on their hands. But that's something. Go to my community page tomorrow and check that out, because there's something happens every day in boxing, and tomorrow happens to be the anniversary of the first set of boxing gloves used. And here we go, man. The first round. Darius pumping some nice jabs. Yeah, so right now, Fulgham is in the center of the ring. They're both kind of just feeling each other out. exchanging jabs. Fuller's got quite a bit of potential. Fullerton has got him on the ropes, working to the body. Hampus staying on the ropes. He's not moving back to the center of the ring. Just caught a little shot. Pumping his jab out. Fullerton once again with the right left. Bro, what a combination we saw today, man. You catch that freaking Lee Wood laying out Josh Warrington with that 6-piece freaking KFC bucket to go. That was like an unbelievable ending to a great fight. Let's hope we see something like that tonight over here, man. I hope we do. I'm digging on the flail in the background, man. Playing some nice progressive jazz while we're digging on some championship boxing here. Fullerton looks like he's coming in. He's on his front foot. He's got Tampa backing up, landing some powerful jabs. Keeping that right hand ready to drop. Oh, he's got a beautiful jab, man. Fullerton's got a nice jab. He's landing it with frequency. He looks like he's flapping out there with it. Tampa's trying to throw that left hook. Fired a right hand, missed him by a mile. Fullerton very controlled. For a kid with only 7 bouts under his belt, man, he looks like a seasoned pro. Looks like a seasoned pro in there, man. He's got a very impressive amateur record. He just dropped Campos with a body shot. That's going to be it, man. That left to the liver. I think that is it. He is on the ring, face down. He's not getting up, man. We have a first round knockout. Woo! A name to remember, Darius Fulgham. That was a beautiful knockout. Let's see the repeat of that. Camp is still sitting down, still getting his breath. Hey, Picasso, my brother, man. Shout out to you, bro. Open for business. Absolutely. Knockout Ned, guys. Hey, thank you guys so much for stopping by here, man. Appreciate it, man. Life is good. Boxing is happening. I'm streaming this fight in. Fuck all you creators who stop pointing their fingers and saying, "Oh, if you don't buy the pay-per-views, you're not supporting boxing." Brother, I support boxing. I've been supporting boxing for over 50 years, man. And I ain't changing it anymore. I ain't changing it now. We just saw a great fight that I'm streaming. I'm streaming the DAZN on. I don't even know what service I'm using, bro. I got some good ones on there. And we're here for the long run over here, bro. I got some Green Dragon takes. I'm gonna have to shut up for 30 seconds. I'll let my boys in the band take it while I fire up over here. Wow. That was a beautiful liver shot. It didn't travel 6 inches. It just got him right in the liver. He knew. Excuse me. Speaking too fast here. I get excited when I see a knockout. I supported boxing enough that I stutter. So I don't care about paying or not paying to watch others do it. I hear you, bro. I mean, dude, how's the ocean scenery, bro? I tell you, it's beautiful. I saw some boats go by here today, man. I saw this one come by before the sun went down. I think it had to be 40 feet, 45 feet. Beautiful. Looked like a converted workboat, converted fishing boat. Some guy turned it into his houseboat, his party boat. Beautiful, man. Life is good, bro. Life is good. You roll with the bad. You You accentuate the positives. Oh, my stream just kind of, no, it's good over here. I don't worry about the stream. Every once in a while, a little freeze, but it just snapped right back, man. I watched a Warrington fight, and what a fight that was, guys. You must have seen that fight. Nah, don't be jealous, Picasso, because I'm blessed. And it is what it is, bro. We're all blessed in certain ways. I mean, this is the only thing I have. I'm blessed with a roof over my head. I don't have any money. I don't have any physical wealth. No, I got peace of mind. That's my wealth. I got a beautiful wife who takes care of me. They're raising the hands of undefeated Darius Fulgham in the ring, man. You keep an eye on this cat, bro. He's a super middleweight now, and we're on a light heavyweight card tonight. We're showing Beck the Bully and Atlantis Fox there. Super middleweights, but super middleweight division is a strange one. And I know I was on Bloods the other day, and somebody is saying Sugar Ray Leonard, he didn't win the light heavyweight championship when he won the super middleweight. And somebody said, oh no, he just won the super middleweight. He didn't win the light heavyweight. And I was like saying, you fucking idiot. Yes, he did. He won the light heavyweight and he won the super middleweight. It was the inaugural WBC super middleweight. It was for the catchweight. Donnie Lalonde had to come down to 168, but it was no problem for Donnie Lalonde. And anyway, man, I just wanted to say that, dude, my mind is still good. I remember that night like it was yesterday. I won money on that fight. I know that what titles are on the line. I know that was for the WBC light heavyweight championship and the newly created WBC super middleweight championship. Sugar Ray Leonard became a five division champion that night. Donnie Lalonde made himself more money than he made in his entire career combined. And boxing goes on. And once again tonight, we got coming up next is going to be the Beck the Bully and the Atlantis Fox, the co-main event. They're wrapping Zurdo Ramirez's hands right now, bro. Dude, I can feel it boiling. I can feel my blood boiling. We're getting to have some free boxing over here on a Saturday night, man. Where I want to be, bro. Where I want to be. Time for a blast with the Green Dragon, because this was I got to do this between rounds tonight. I between rounds. I was watching fights last week, and I was doing a toke just when fucking who the hell got knocked out? Was it? Oh man, I don't even remember right now. Was it when Joe Joyce got knocked out by Zhili Zhang? That could have been it, man. Right in the middle of a toke too. Now, whoa, Mad Chat. He you know, in my comments underneath, he pointed that out, and it was fucking funny as hell. But I'll tell you, Picasso, you know, it's beauty. Living on the water has got its beauty, but you got to take care. I mean, right now, winter's coming. I gotta make sure all the windows are all caulked up. I got to make sure that I have all my wood covered up, and you know I mean, it's almost like a part-time job living where I'm living. Because you really have to, you have to batter the hatches down. You get some northeasters to come through here, man. Get hurricanes head on. I think I've done a couple of lives where I showed you what a good northeaster kicking up the bay. It looks like I'm out on a boat. Looks like you can surf out there. But then you have these other beautiful, glorious days where people drive 100 miles to get to a destination where I just open my eyes and open my back door and I'm there. But hey, man, this is one of my stress releases. The boxing right here, the jazz, the YouTube, the Green Dragon tincture. These all help me. These all help me live a full and glorious life. I'm digging on the jazz solo, man. We got Charles Gould on the drums, doing a little drum solo there. do a blast while Charles does his drum solo here. Awesome drum solo by Charles Gould. We're getting back, man. I think Beck the Bully's getting ready to make his ring entrance. Kevin Knight, my brother. Shout out. I saw Buddy Rich play. I saw him at Providence College. Cool fucking drummer, bro. Fast. One of the fastest I've ever seen. Buddy Rich is an awesome drummer. Dude, I play the drums myself. And I admire these guys like Elvin Jones, Billy Cobham, and Steve Gadd, and Max Roach. Dude, I mean, Art Blakey. So many killer drummers out there. And I admire all of them, man. But we're toning it down over here, man. Hey, KO Boxing. Hey, how we doing, my brother? My brother Alan, shout out to KO Boxing, man. Let me make sure I get you wrenched up here, man, because I got a bunch of nasty bastards in here, and they'll time you out in a New York second. So I don't have to make you a moderator. There you go. I'm gonna make you a moderator so nobody can fuck with you in my channel over here, bro. That's my buddy KO Boxing, breaking news. All you cats, go give him a sub over there. He's got a cool channel, a laid-back guy. He's out there in Iowa, former fighter. He's got good connections with Bud Crawford's camp. And, hey, man, he keeps it exciting. He keeps it real. So shout out to my brother Alan from KO Boxing. Kevin, your cousin was a great drummer. May he rest in peace, bro. Yes, for sure, bro. May everybody who passes rest in peace, bro. What else can you say, you know? How can people get... Omaha, Nebraska. Isn't that what I said? I think it was, but hey, I got the green dragon in me tonight, bro. I could be saying anything. Sometimes my lips move before my head gets it right. That's one of the things about getting old. Dre Finest, bro. Dre Finest, one of the cats I came on here. I think it was probably. What was the first fight I saw when I was hanging out here was I think it was the first Wilder and Fury fight, or was it Sean Porter and Errol Spence? I can't remember, but it was about 5 years ago or so. And Dre Finest, bro, he's been with me, Picasso. Well, most of you cats, bro. 100%. We're getting ready for Beck the Bully and Alanis Fox coming up now. Alanis Fox has got a 9-inch reach advantage. Both of these guys are 167 pounds. Beck's got him by a fraction of a pound. Alanis Fox 6'4", Beck the Bully 5'7". So this will be an interesting fight, my man. Fox is making his ring walks. I appreciate you cats in here tonight, man. I don't want to sound like a fucking YouTube creator, but please hit the like button. I appreciate it, man. I get my algorithms up, get people noticing my channel, man. Maybe I can maybe I can get more gusto when I do this. But hey, man, I get 10 people in here on a Saturday night when everybody and their brother's doing this. God bless you all, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it much. Alanis Fox is a tall, lanky. Like I don't know if he's a right hand up. My stream just froze on me. Let's see. It unfroze again. I am not worried about it. Life is good. So this might be an interesting fight. We got a tall, lanky boxer. Alanis. Alanis has got 13 knockouts and 28 wins. So yeah, he kind of relies more on his boxing skills. He was stopped by David Morrell. He lost the decision to Eric Benzian. His last win was a victory over 17-11 Manny Woods. Knocked him out in 7 rounds back in 2021. So Alanis Fox is looking for a victory. Beck the Bully. They had big plans for Beck the Bully till Rosado stopped him. But then he came back, and we'll see if he's got it. If he's as limited as some say that he is. You know, he's got power. He's got a powerful right hand. So it should be an interesting fight, man. Yeah, it's Saturday, brother. I hope this music's not too loud. If it is, somebody please tell me, and I'll turn it down. But I love digging on some really progressive jazz, and these guys. This is the new stuff, man. You know, I grew up with the Miles Davis and Charlie Parker, but this is new stuff. This man is called Flail, playing right now live at a Smalls Jazz Club. Stephen McCloud on the tenor sax, Dan Blanchard on the trumpet, Brian Marshall on the piano, Reed Taylor on the bass, and Charlie Gould whacking the hell out of those drums back there. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that, man. Oh, that sounds like a Dizzy Gillespie trumpet back there, man. Alanis Fox getting his introductions. And now we're going to the corner of Beck the Bully, born in Uzbekistan, living in Indio, California. Oh, somebody just sent me a text. Let me check this text out, do a blast, and I'll be right back. That was HBO telling me to get ready for a live at 8:30. For some reason, my camera's not working on HBO, so I can share it over at HBO. I mean, on Facebook. I'm saying HBO. I'm thinking Saturday night, boxing after dark, HBO. But anyway, that was just somebody. That was bullshit. And here we go, man. Beck the Bully looks like he's in a stalking mood. Alanis Fox boxing on the back foot, shooting out a jab. Beck the Bully's got the purple gloves, the purple tights. Alanis Fox is trying to stick that jab. Beck the Bully coming in behind hooks. Coming in behind hooks and crosses. Looks like he wants to go for that long, lean body. Sugar Ray Leonard, I hope you mean, right, Picasso? I saw him fight live, bro. I was at ringside, 4th row when he fought in Providence. I saw almost every one of his fights on TV. Great fighter, man. Great fighter. Alanis Fox is trying to get settled and throw that jab. He just got nailed with a wild hook from the Beck the Bully. Beck the Bully's got him against the ropes Fox looks like he might be rethinking his plans. Vector Bully has him right where he wants him, going downstairs. Atlantis Fox is holding on. He's staying on the ropes, keeping his back to the ropes. Interesting strategy. I would figure he'd want to be off those ropes in the center ring, pumping that jab. He just got the right hand drop over that lazy jab. Now he's covered up, back on the ropes. Vector Bully looks like he might be having his way here, man. We're only in the first round, man. The first round's only half over. And Vector Bully looks like he's making a statement. I wonder how these sponsors feel about these fights getting over early. Not that this fight's going to get over not that it's not going to get over early, but I don't know, man. Atlantis Fox looks like he's already defensive-minded. Oh, he just came with a combination. Not too much behind it. Vector Bully is going for the body, going downstairs, coming in with his head low. Referee won, and Fox about holding him to the back of the head. Fox has got to protect that body. He's got to tuck the elbows in. He's got to make sure he's not getting whacked to the ribs. Hey, Just Do, my brother, man. Shout out to you, man. Just Do Boxing, man. Peace to my brother, Just Do, bro. Anybody who's not subbed to Just Do, please go sub to him. He's on every day. He's got a nice, fresh outlook on, nice, fresh perspective on boxing. He keeps it real, man. So shout out to my brother, Just Do. Likes his herb, bro. Likes his boxing. How can you beef with anybody like that, bro? Oh, Vector Bully landing body shots. Fox just spun him off. I don't know if Fox has a strategy, but right now he's on the receiving end. And that's the end of the first round. I'm going to do a blast of my Green Dragon. Try to keep it intact till the fight starts, so bear with me. Here we go, man. Start of round two. Vector Bully was told by his corner, get down low, get inside. I mean, he's fighting a big. It's like a Thomas Hearns against a Roberto Duran in size, but we're nowhere near that in talent over here, man. Vector Bully is moving behind his head, coming down, trying to hit that body. Fox is trying to stay on the outside. Fox has landed a nice right hand. I mean, neither one of the Vector Bully is not impregnable. He can get hit, man. We saw Gabriel Rosado stop him a couple of years ago. And man, you know, he does get discouraged. If Atlantis Fox can drop some of those right hands in there, get the Bully on the back foot. They're touching gloves. They must have touched heads or something. Oh, beautiful combination downstairs and then a right to the head by Vector Bully. Vector Bully's got Atlantis Fox backed up now. Got him in the corner. Vector Bully wants to keep this fight in the corner. He wants a phone booth war right here, man. And Fox wants distance. Oh, he just got nailed with a freaking left hand. Vector Bully not paying much attention to the head. He's looking at that body. He's trying to chop this tree down. Beck is doing some beautiful body work. going downstairs nicely. Referee breaking them up. Again, Beck trying to get inside, moving side to side. Snuck a nice combination upstairs. Alanis Fox looks like he's off by a split second. Beck the Bully's got the timing down. But the fight is still early, man. This is a 10-round fight. Yep. Shout out to Just Do, man. This is a great night for boxing over here. What night isn't it? On a Saturday night. Life is good. The good outweighs the bad today. Hardcore Boxing News, my brother. Shout out to my man over at Hardcore Boxing News. Another guy. He's there every morning, putting in the grinding out there, man. He's there almost every night. What? Funny as hell, man. Real cool dude, man. Check him out, bro. Go check out Hardcore Boxing News, man. Another one, man. I'm lucky. I got a limited audience, but I got some heavy hitters that come in here, and I appreciate every one of you, bro. Dree Finest knows. Dree Finest. I think you might have want to drag me over there, bro. I don't remember, but it was a good find, you know. And there's so many fucking internet sites out here. You can hear so much garbage and so much freaking nonsense. All these internet wars going back and forth. Yeah, they're interesting for about 20 minutes. And then you go back the next day and they're doing the same shit back and forth, bro. I'm way too old for that. Beck the Bully, man, he's fighting out of the southpaw stance. He's pumping that right jab and he's trying to go down to the body with that left, the straight left. Beck is trying to go downstairs. Alanis is trying to chop him off, trying to keep him away from that body now. He's those ribs have been played upon. He doesn't want to get those body shots anymore. Cannot blame this man. And the band's on a break. I can't bother them until the round's over. So Beck the Bully is trying to cut the ring off, and he's landing some tremendous right hooks, straight lefts to the body. Doing some hardcore stuff in there, man. Oh, he's throwing some beautiful straight lefts, man. He just nailed him with another one. Fox is really going to use that height advantage. He's got to keep Beck the Bully off because he's getting tagged. I don't know how long he's going to be able to take those body shots. Just landed a nice left hook, but Beck the Bully's trying to get it. When Beck the Bully gets hit, Beck the Bully wants to get back inside. He knows outside he's vulnerable. Inside, that's his territory. So he's trying to stay inside, and that's what he's trying to do. Chop this tree down. Chop down this pesky little tree. Oh, Alanis Fox, nice side-to-side movement. Landed a nice left hook. That's what he's got to do. Now he's moving his feet. This is what he has to do. Beck the Bully, the wide punches to the body. Fox has just had some success, but he's not on that. He's off his toes again. I don't know why, man. He just had some amazing success there. Beck the Bully is a much better fighter when he plants his feet and he hits to the body. When he's on the end of that jab, that long jab, he's not so comfortable. Nice work by Fox. When he shoots that jab, he can work off that jab, works that uppercut. And Beck the Bully just got him back in the corner and he's unloading. Big left hand, man. He's got Fox in some trouble. Fox is gonna move. If Fox stands there, he's gonna get chopped down. He's a sitting duck. Beck the Bully is throwing some bombs right now. Just snapped his head back. Fox is out of there. The bell's rung. That was a welcoming sound. We're in between the third and fourth, the second and third round right now. There's been a lot of action already early in this fight. I'm going to do another blast. I'll have to shut the mouth for 30 seconds, so bear with me. Don't think I'm ignoring you. Here we go for the start of the fourth round. I say I'm not keeping score, but I'm going to say Beck the Bully has got 2 rounds to 1. That last round, I might give that to Fox, but Beck the Bully is trying to impose his will. He's been doing a pretty good job so far. Fox is a little gun shy. He's been hit downstairs. Just nailed Fox again. Fox is holding on. Beck the Bully is chopping Fox to the body, man. I mean, you can hear those thuds. I can't hear the thuds, but you can hear those thuds. Like hitting a bass drum with the volume off. You know it's going bam, bam. I mean, Fox's body is getting wrapped with some big hooks and crosses from Beck the Bully. Just nailed him upstairs with a freaking straight left hand. The body work is really doing a job on Fox. Oh, Beck the Bully's going upstairs, man. I mean, he's got a very fast left hand, shooting that jab out there. Fox is holding on. Fox has got to get on his feet. He's got to move his feet. He's got to go side to side. He's standing against that ropes. That's a certain formula for destruction. That's not where he wants to be. He's down. I think he went down from a combination of a body shot and sheer exhaustion. I don't know if he's going to get up. Wow. He is up. He's up and he wants to continue. See, they stopped the Warrington fight. I thought Warrington was in better shape than Fox is. Fox has got to move his hands, man. He's got to get out. He cannot stand there. This fight's going to be stopped. It's going to be over. He's got that body where you can see he'll go down in sections, man. The referee's just getting ready to jump in there and stop the fight. Just gave him a wicked kidney punch. That didn't feel very good. Fox is just beating on him in the corner. Referee's going to stop this fight. Yes, he does. Fight's over. Beck the Bully. 4th round knockout. What can you say, man? Interesting and exciting. Cool stuff, bro. Memories. Shout out to you, bro. Did Daniel Luna win? I'm not sure, bro. I'm not sure. Did Daniel Luna win? That was an early fight. That wasn't on the card. That was a 4-round fight, man, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know. You're going to have to Google that one, brother. Thank you much for coming in anyway, man. Laying on the ropes and getting killed. Yeah, he was getting picked apart like that Thanksgiving turkey on Friday, bro. I mean, that was just waiting for him to crumble. And guys like that, big guys like that, they go down in sections. I mean, if you remember Jerry Cooney, there was nothing like seeing Jerry Cooney go down. Oh man, Alonzo Ratliff. There were these, even Thomas Hearns. Just the way they go down, it's in sections. It's not pretty. Oh, what a body! I'm watching the slow motion, the knockdown. It was a delayed body shot, like I said earlier, and it was about a 3-second delay. Oh, and some beautiful work on the inside by Beck the Bully. Beck the Bully is ready for a title shot. I don't know if this was an eliminator or what, but yeah, get him in there, man. Get him in there with David Morrell. Get him in there with some of the top names. Edgar Berlanga and Beck the Bully. Who wouldn't want to see that fight right now, huh? BruceGas, I can't smoke with you, but I have my humidifier mist eucalyptus going in my exported ocean natural incense. Hey, brother, whatever it may be, Picasso, man, I don't knock a man for what he can do and what he can't do. I understand you're driving that truck, you get piss tested, bro. You don't want anything to do with that shit, bro. Me, the only time I get piss tested is when I go to the urologist, and he ain't looking for piss. He ain't looking for weed in my system. They're looking for the sugar. They're looking for the freaking the calcium. They're looking for the vitamin, whatever vitamin is stored in there. But when I get my yearly physical, they give me a cup as soon as I walk in there, and that's about the only urine test I'm taking, bro. But yes, man, Beck the Bully out on top. Now we're gonna wait for the main event to start. Let's see if Daniel Luna won, bro. I can look at that. I can probably check that out pretty easily. Let's see here. Oh, they don't realize there's a couple of there's tennis players and stuff. We got to put boxer in there. They don't realize we're speaking of the boxer. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see what we got here. How did Daniel Luna do today, my brother? Let's see. Daniel Luna, he won tonight, bro. He won by a unanimous decision, 4 rounds. He's 3-1. He got himself a unanimous decision, so they didn't change his record. He's actually 4-1 with 3 knockouts, but he did win tonight. So we aim to please over here, bro. When it comes to boxing, one thing's nice, man. See, back when I was growing up, you couldn't just click on this stuff and go find it. Over here, you just blew it out, go searching for it, and it's amazing. You got Ring Magazine, Knockout Magazine, Boxing Illustrated, Encyclopedia Britannica, everything at your disposal with one click. They're speaking to Beck the Bully in his native language. I don't know what he's saying, man. But anyway, man, I know the fights I'd like to see him in. He's in a division that's hot right now. You got. I mean, everybody knows Canelo. Everybody knows Canelo's the man. But you still got Maul Charlo out there. I mean, you got Morrell. You got the two that are busy, Benavides and Demetrius Andrade. But unfortunately, in this world of boxing, if you're scheduled for a fight, that means you're not going to be ready for another year. When I grew up in boxing, you'd be ready in another couple of months, as long as you didn't get a prolonged beating in this fight. If you didn't get knocked out, you'd fight on. As soon as those injuries were healed, damn. I mean, the beating that Boom Boom Mancini got when he fought Alexis Arguello, 7 months later, he was in the ring and won a title from Arturo Frias, first round knockout. So, I remember the Frazier versus Cooney second fight. Frazier never fought Cooney, bro. Joe hit Cooney with a left hook that throws him, busted him up. Frazier didn't fight Cooney, man. We must be talking about Quarry. I'm talking about Jerry Quarry, Three Finest. Yes. Joe Frazier didn't want that second fight with Jerry Quarry. He did it because he had to take it. But my buddy Leon Mohammed, who was a stablemate with Joe Frazier, he said Jerry Quarry was a tough son of a bitch. I mean, he was a hard-hitting body puncher. Irishman, white Irishman. He lost because he bled. Those were the times he lost. And yeah, bro. those were some great fights, man. You watch. He knocked out Ernie Shavers in the first round. I mean, he's been on the receiving end, and he's oh, you guys are talking amongst each other there. But we're getting ready for the main event to start. Might as well do a few more hits here. There's no boxing on. I can put comments up online until. See, the way I get off on this the best is give it a 30-second sublingual absorption. If anybody ever can get their hands on some alcohol tincture, well, I make it myself. I have a machine. I put the weed in there. I put the grain alcohol in there. I brew it up for 8 hours. Strain it. Comes out with this great green dragon liquid. I got a couple of cups of it I made today. Oscar's being interviewed right now. He's trying to justify Ryan Garcia's next fight. I mean, we all said we want to see Ryan. I mean, not Ryan. Yeah, Ryan Garcia's next fight. We wanted to see Ryan against Teofimo. Teofimo said he wanted to see the fight. Bob Arum wants to see the fight. Dude, let's see these guys fight. This is boxing. I think they're going to have to get back down to earth. Now that Showtime's out of boxing, I think there's going to be a rein on the cash that PBC's been paying fighters. You know, because when I was growing up, fighters were making exorbitant purses too. They were making big money. They were making what they're making now. So these fighters fighting on the undercard, they're making $1 million. They were making that back in the 80s and the 90s. I think economy is going to dictate, and I think boxers are going to have to fight more. I don't think they're going to be getting these crazy paydays that PBC was dishing out, and all the other promotions. They have to follow suit. But if you look at the bucks they're paying, PBC was paying out the most. That's why they have a bigger stable of fighters, fighting less, making more. That's great for a fighter, bro. I mean, that's great from a business point of view. But these guys are special athletes. I mean, this is like the NFL. This is like players saying that, oh, I'm not going to play on this team because you guys. I don't want to play the New York Giants. I'm a New York boy, bro. I mean, this is sports. The best strive to be the best. That's the only way the sport's going to survive. The boxing is going to have to realize that. Get back to the grassroots. If they have to start stripping these crazy organizations of some of these ridiculous belts, man, to get the public back to taking boxing seriously again, maybe that's what they have to do. We'll see. I'm a die-harder. I'm on it. I'm ride or die, bro. I'm with it to the end. But I would love to see some changes made. I really would, and I've talked to some cats my age who have some power in boxing, and they're too tired. They're not crusaders anymore. So we're relying on you younger cats to improve on boxing, to get the standards back up again. Understand the rich tradition of this sport that we love, that I grew up with, man. Forsaking all others, losing marriages, not going out because I wanted to hang with the boxing. I wanted to watch the fights. Bro, I mean, this is serious business. It's not up to the highest bidder. It's not for sale to the highest bidder. It's blood and guts, and this is something you cultivate your taste for. Right now it's a different world. Right now you can go on YouTube and you can hang out with some great boxing minds, and you can learn a lot. You can absorb this in. You can incorporate it into your conversations, and you realize how cool it is this great sport of boxing. My man, Blood Boxing, man, just for a little hit of water over here on my tumbler given to me by Blood Boxing and Fistiana Fights. It's got Curtis Anderson, who just celebrated his birthday on the other day, man, on this yesterday. Miles Davis and Marvin Hagler. This is a great thing to have, and water is very important, man. I can't expound on it. Drink water. Hydrate your body. Hydrate those organs. Don't wait till you get thirsty, man. Keep the kidneys flushed. Keep going to the bathroom every freaking few hours. It's okay, man. It's part of the cleaning process. It's good for your skin. People tell me now, hey, how come your skin looks so good, man? You know, your skin should be old and wrinkled. Because I hydrate it. That's the largest organ in your body. So now they're a little bit of downtime. Not bad though, man. They're kind of rolling along. I guess DAZN, they have to answer to sponsors too. It's not like one of these pay-per-views. Remember Floyd used to make us wait? Oh, I used to hate that, man. The co-main event would be over at 11, and Floyd would make us wait till fucking midnight, man. I used to get so mad. Susanna, salute my sister. Proud single mom. Shout out to you, man. Make sure I get you, Vince. I've seen you in here before. Yeah, oh yeah. You already got your colors in blue. So shout out to my sister. Clean up the language. We got a lady in the joint. Boxing needs more women involved in it. There's a few of them on YouTube, man. Some of them know what they're talking about. Others have no clue. But it's all good, bro. Here we go, man. We're getting ready for the main event. Joe Smith, former was he WBO light heavyweight champion? I mean, he shocked us all when he stunned Bernard Hopkins, who said he's never gonna let a white man beat me. But I don't say that no more. But we're gonna see Joe Smith. Has he had too many silk sheets? Did he make all that dough from fighting Beterbiev? Has he made big bucks in his steel company? Is he a multimillionaire? Does he get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and hit that road? Drink them raw eggs, man. You know, get in that gym, hit that heavy bag, spar. Is he a Marvin Hagler? We'll see, man. You know, Joe Smith has got some power behind those punches, too. So it's going to be interesting. Jack Daniels, bro. You know, Picasso, I went to the Jack Daniels distillery when I was 20 years old down in Lynchburg, Tennessee. And it's in a dry town. You can't even drink Jack Daniels in the town that it's made from. You have to go to the next county over and get a bottle. You can smell it. That's it. They got it in these little things like amyl nitrates. And that's the biggest dose of Jack Daniels that you're going to get in Lynchburg, Tennessee. Now, this was almost 50 years ago. So it might have changed now. They might have come up with a little more liberal laws down there, but I don't know. I doubt it. We're getting ready now for the main event, and like I said, they're both fighting at cruiserweight now. So this is a little bit little foreign territory for both of them. Gilberto Ramirez, they're always saying in fact, didn't he blow his last fight because he couldn't make the weight, and they just had to cancel the fight? Wasn't I can't remember who he was going to fight, man, but I remember they said nope, you go home. You didn't make the weight, and that was it, man. So now we've got Zurdo fighting at cruiserweight. I think the last time I think he was fighting at super middleweight 168. So this could be his weight class. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see Zurdo. Right now he's doing some pad work in the back, getting loosened up, man. Getting ready for this fight to start. There's not going to be a lot of downtime. I have enough time to do another blast before it starts. I don't know, man. Of course I do. Because, see, my hands are doing their own thing, bro. My hands want it. And Joe Smith, 16-month layoff. How's he going to look? I saw him at the weigh-in yesterday. He didn't look tight and ripped like he does at 175. MMA for fun. How you doing, my brother? What's up with you, man? Yeah, that MMA card was tonight, man. I saw a lot of guys talking about it. You know, unfortunately, I just can't get into MMA. I watch it, but I don't know anything about it. I watch it because I like to see combat sports. But I'm not a fan. And hey, that's my problem. But I know tonight was a big one. They were talking about it. They're showing Gilberto Ramirez. Right now they're showing the highlights of Bivol when he beat up Zurdo. Joe Smith been knocked out. Was he knocked out in the third round by Baturbiev when they fought? This could be Joe Smith could be you know. Let's sell out, bro. Let's go forward. Let's just let it all hang, man. Ramirez is this is his first time at cruiserweight too. He doesn't look like he doesn't look like a natural cruiserweight. Usually natural cruiserweights, they look like they're heavyweights who starve themselves down and they're just waiting to eat themselves back into heavyweight. But yeah, man, they're showing highlights of Bivol. Bivol just boxed his head off. Zurdo was standing there. His head looked like a speed bag. They're introducing the band right now. And like I said before, this is live at Small's Jazz Club. If you ever get to Greenwich Village, man, I know if I ever do, I'm going to go check out some music at Small's Jazz Club, bro. They got some killer stuff there. This is the new stuff. This is the avant-garde. This is what's happening today in jazz. You're not going to see Miles Davis. You're not going to see Charles Mingus and Charlie Parker anymore. These young guys are taking up the slack pretty well, though, bro. Hope you don't get too mad at me for playing this stuff in the back here, but shout out to him, bro. The flail. Stephen Mutag on the tenor sax. Dan Blankenship on the trumpet. Brian Marsala on the piano. Reed Taylor on the bass and Charles Gould on the drums. They're live right now as we speak. And here we go. They're getting ready to make their ring walks. Doing their obligatory hugs in the back. No, Joe Smith is sitting down for some reason. This is countdown time, man. We're getting ready. We are getting ready. Zurdo is making his walk to the ring. He's got some belt he's holding up in the back there. I don't know what it is, but it's a 12-round cruiserweight fight. This is it's an eliminator. I don't know by what federation it's an eliminator by, but those eliminators, they don't really mean shit, you know? Fucking, how many eliminators have we seen where they didn't get their title shots that were supposed to happen? Where are we now? We in Vegas for this fight? Yeah, we're in Vegas, bro. I haven't been to Vegas once again, man. I haven't been to Vegas since 2000. It was just after the millennium. The millennium. You know, I didn't know if the planes were gonna land and every other freaking thing. But here we go. No standing 8 count, no 3 down, no 3 knockdown rule. Cannot be saved by the bell. Only ref can stop the fight in case of an accidental headbutt through the card after 4 rounds. Yeah, Vegas is a cool place, man. You know, I went there. Last time I went there, I stayed there for, I think it was 4 days and 3 nights. I got kind of sick of it after the 3rd day. Because, you know, you go gambling, you go to the bars. And, dude, I mean, what else do you do in Vegas? You know, Vegas show, that's not my thing. I don't know. I wasn't going to run around Vegas seeing a show. I went to all the buffets. I ate. I worked out in a couple of gyms. Gambled like a motherfucker. And I was there for the Super Bowl. That's right, man. There was big gambling there. The fucking gambling parlors were full. Super Bowl on a fucking 60-foot screen. It was fun. But like I said, man, after 3 days, I had enough Vegas, and I haven't been back there, so it's not like it freaking allured me to come back. But I'd go there for the boxing, bro. I mean, it's the capital of America for fights. It used to be New York City, Madison Square Garden. We had a little splurge in Connecticut at the casinos. We still might eventually. Right now, there's not much happening there. Foxwood, Mohegan Sun, HBO After Dark. That was a happening place to be. I went there a few times, man. We saw some fights like Gotti Ward there, man. We saw freaking Roy Jones and Griffin. What's his name? The dude who beat him. Montel Griffin. Okay, here we go. But yeah, man, Zurdo's in the ring, running around, raising his hand, doing his warm-ups. Joe Smith getting ready to come down to the ring. Zurdo's wife at ringside screaming. They all got their phones out. I got a camera today. I got to learn how to use it. I just got it in the mail yesterday. I got it the mail. Prime delivered it yesterday, and I'm going to be doing more. We're doing more stuff on here, more lives, because I got a phone that's garbage. You know? I got a cheap little freaking a crap of an Android phone. It goes out on me. It's got no more memory. I used to do my we're doing those lives I do on this day, and I use my phone. I just go right off the screen, take a little 1 minute thing of the fight, talk a little bit behind it, and I was getting a lot of hits in that, getting some hours and stuff. But my phone ran out of memory, and it said, I tried to erase all my old messages and stuff. Still didn't get the memory back. Exactly, Hardcore. Tell him, my brother, smash that like button. But anyway, I got this camera. I just picked it up the other day, and I gotta have my guy come down tomorrow. He was gonna come today, but he went yesterday for shots and stuff. He didn't feel good today. He's gonna come down tomorrow, show me how to do it. I can do more lives out in the street, out in the road, out in the woods, whatever, man. It's a beautiful camera, 5G. I can't wait to use the thing. I got it all charged up, and it's got you can do podcasts with it. It's better than the camera I'm looking at right now. The one I got now is only a little fucking $30 on top of a bunch of books in front of me. This one's got Zoom. It's got a remote control. Real cool, man. Real cool stuff, and I can't wait to use it. Mazlik, is that your name? Is it Mazlik? Over to you, brother. How you doing, my man? Thank you for coming in, bro. I'm bad with names. Even when I see him right in front of me, like Beck the Bully, I couldn't pronounce Mezaluka. I can't even pronounce his name when it's right in front of me. But anyway, man, Joe Smith, 28-4 with 22 knockouts from Long Island, New York, man. He's got Stitch Duran in his corner for a cut, man. He might need it, bro. He might need it. A 750 liter. There you go, bro. Is that the Jack? Getting ready with the ring announcements here. Zurdo taking off his black hat, man. He's a cowboy. Joe Smith, heavily tattooed. Yeah. In the center ring, getting their instructions. We've got Tony Weeks doing the refereeing in there, man. Let's hope Tony doesn't stop this fight. Tony's got that habit of jumping in there, waving that hand and no moss. Bro, he burnt that dude who fought Rolly. What was his name? The old guy, Berrioso, whatever it was, man. The guy knocked Rolly down. He was doing great. Rolly gets a little freaking splurge, and Tony Weeks jumps in there and pulls the plug. But here we go for the first round, man. Joe Smith and Gilberto Ramirez. Neither one of these guys is taking a step backwards. They're both in the center ring exchanging jabs. Joe Smith with the right hand. Joe Smith looks like he's throwing some hard punches in there. Gilberto Ramirez going inside. They're both tied up. Weeks is trying to break them up. They break themselves up. Gilberto Ramirez, the southpaw, throwing that right jab. Joe Smith, the classic boxer, shooting out his left jab. They might get their feet caught. They might get their feet tangled up in a southpaw and a conventional boxer fight. Sometimes they do. If you notice, their feet are very close together. They're both trying to get their feet, their lead foot on the outside. And Joe Smith gets him in the corner. Joe Smith unloads. That's where Joe Smith wants him. Joe Smith is doing what he wants to do. Throwing some heavy punches. This is like nice stuff here. Zurdo coming forward, man. Zurdo coming forward behind the jab and uppercuts. Joe Smith is backing up now. Joe Smith is in the corner. Last time Joe Smith was in the ring, last time we saw him, he got his head handed to him. So this is coming off that L. Both of these guys. Neither one of these guys want to end their career at this point. It would be a huge setback. Zurdo doing pretty good on his back foot, just landing a nice combination. Joe Smith trying to go to the body. Zurdo backing off. Tony Weeks breaking him up. These guys don't have to look for each other in the ring. There's not a lot of running around. They're both standing right in front of each other. Oh, nice combination by Zurdo. Nice straight left by Zurdo. Zurdo starting to land some very sharp punches. The close round, but I think Zurdo with that the last two he had, nice uppercut by Zurdo. Joe Smith. Joe Smith has got him in the corner. Zurdo moving around. I don't see him hit with a solid punch in that exchange. Joe Smith is trying to get him back in that corner. Zurdo just doesn't want to get in the exchange when he's back on the ropes. Back towards the center ring more. Joe Smith is moving forward. And the round one, man. Very, very good round. I give that round slightly to Zurdo Ramirez. I'm not going to start scoring the fight. I want to pay attention to it. And I want to do a blaster in the downtime. I got Baturbiev giving Bivol a pillow and comforter. You think so, Picasso, man? Bivol surprised me, though. Every time he goes out there, he just looks good. Let me get this blast in here. Here we go now for the start of round number 2. Once again, they're both in the center of the ring, exchanging jabs. Joe Smith with the left. Zurdo Ramirez shooting out that right jab. Zurdo with a combination downstairs. Joe Smith looks a little tentative on his punches. 18 months out of the ring. Your last fight getting knocked out in the 3rd round by the killer Baturbiev. I don't know, man. Zurdo was trying to keep him in the corner. Zurdo with a beautiful straight left. shooting out that jab. Smith is trying to get some timing and get some punches in there, but Zurdo's keeping him on the outside, just landing a nice straight left to the head of Smith, popping him with that jab. Smith is punching that air right now. He's not landing, where Zurdo has got the reach advantage. Seems to be landing, keeping Smith at bay. Smith, like I said, he's a little tentative with his punches. Zurdo with a nice combination on the inside. Smith tries to fire off, doesn't hit Zurdo. Smith hits him with the third punch of 3 jabs. But Zurdo is more. He's got his foot on the gas. He's landing punches. He's keeping Joe Smith on the defense. Joe Smith doesn't have the chance to set up and throw any punches. There goes Zurdo with another combination. Stops Joe Smith in his tracks. Joe Smith is trying to get Zurdo. He's trying to get some momentum going and get Zurdo against the ropes, but Zurdo's not giving his hands a break. Okay, Joe Smith now Joe Smith is landing a couple of punches on the ropes, but Zurdo dances away, doesn't get any damage. Gilberto Ramirez is doing some good boxing, and he's got the power, so he's keeping Joe Smith at bay. Going downstairs, Joe Smith is trying to put his head down, put his head into Ramirez's chest and hit that body. Ramirez is nailing him with uppercuts as he's coming inside. Joe Smith is rethinking that strategy, keeping those gloves up. Every time he rethinks his strategy, he gets nailed with a straight left or a right jab from Zurdo Ramirez. Joe Smith is just a little short on all his punches. When he gets in close, he's getting nailed with the counters. Right now, he's against the ropes now. I think Zurdo wants him there. Zurdo's unloading. Joe Smith is telling him, come on in the ropes. Come on and get me. I think Zurdo has got this fight under control. This fight looks a bit early. It looks like he's got Joe Smith at the end of his punches. Joe Smith is not nearly close enough to land anything that he's got. Yeah, man, I'll tell you, bro. I've been there twice in my life, and I would love to go back there, but I just don't have I don't have it in me. I can't just say, I'm going to just go blow a couple of grand in Vegas. Maybe someday. Maybe when things are different. You know, it's kind of weird. Well, you know what responsibilities are all about. What the fuck? Everybody in here does. And before I take my ass to Vegas, I got a few more things I have to do. So can't just get on a plane and go. I mean, there's so many things. Oh, bro. I mean, I wish I had the means, the ways and means to do some of the traveling I'd like to do, but it is what it is. And bro, I'm blessed with this internet. I go anywhere. I'm in Vegas right now. I'm in your living room. This is cool. I'm in your back pocket, wherever it may be. So watch out. Don't blast one through the silkies and leave me at bay over here. So here we go, man. The start of the third round. I think Zurdo Ramirez is on top in this fight. Joe Smith has got to he's got to land something. He's got to get the respect of Zurdo Ramirez, because right now Zurdo is walking through a little that Joe Smith is throwing out there. Joe Smith is throwing pitter-pat jabs. Joe Smith is trying to get Zurdo in the corner, but Zurdo is doing some I'm not going to say great footwork, but enough to keep him out of trouble. 20 Weeks breaks him up, calls a late punch. They both touch gloves. No hard feelings here, bro. This is professional boxing. It's been a clean fight so far. Joe Smith is trying to get in there behind that jab, but he's just not landing it. He's not shaking up Ramirez to do any damage behind it. Good inside combination by Ramirez. Joe Smith now just landed a punch. Puts Ramirez back. Puts him back on his heels for a bit. And Joe Smith is trying to get that Frazier-like. He's trying to get that Joe Frazier-like crouch going. Get inside. Get inside this lanky dude who's peppering me on the outside with that right hand jab. And you know, another thing I heard from some people in the know, that Joe Smith doesn't have any left-handed sparring partners. They cost money. And from what I understand, Joe Smith didn't want to include that, or the people who handle him, they didn't want to incur that expense. We'll see if that makes any difference in this fight. But as of right now, Zurdo just nailed him 3 times off the ropes. Oh, it was a slip. Joe Smith just slipped, went to a knee. It wasn't a knockdown. Wiping the gloves off, right back in the center ring. Resuming this fight in the 3rd round, 3 out of 12. No, 3 out of 10. I'm sorry. This is a 10-round fight. Damn. You don't see too many 10-round fights anymore. It was the thing. It was the norm back in the day. 15 rounds were title fights. 12 rounds were regional titles or eliminators. Sometimes eliminators were actually 15 rounds too back then. Oh, good straight left by Gilberto Ramirez. He spun around, popping Joe Smith with the jab. Joe Smith is trying to corner Zurdo. Zurdo dances out of harm's way, going back in his corner. He's pretty much in charge of this fight. But Joe Smith, powerful guy, and he looks like he has been training for this fight. Zurdo's got the ice bag on his head, getting his face greased up, getting instructions from his corner. Hey, Teach, how we doing, my brother? Hardcore, my man. Smash that like button. For sure, brother. For sure, man. How many likes do I have in here? Take a quick gander over there before this party starts. 28 likes. Hey, appreciate that, man. Keep them going. Keep them going. Let's break the old record of I don't know, 107 or something like that I had a couple of weeks ago. Here we go, man. The start of round number 4. I think Zurdo is in charge in this fight. Don't count out Joe Smith, former WBO light heavyweight champ. Got fighters like Bernard Hopkins on his resume. Tried to throw that wild right hand. Zurdo didn't even flinch. It was so far off. Zurdo is still throwing that jab. Just a nice combination upstairs. Zurdo is throwing some nice. Zurdo's doing a hell of a boxing job, man. He's kind of started going to the head again. He's dancing on the outside, popping that jab in there. He's keeping Joe Smith off balance. Zurdo's doing some amazing boxing in this fight. He's on the back foot. He's going side to side. I didn't think Zurdo had this much skill, frankly. Just caught Joe Smith walking in with that straight left hand. I think he got Smith a little frustrated here. Smith, you can't count that power out, though. And he's letting him know he just landed a nice left hook, a nice right hand. Got Zurdo backing up. Joe Smith, he's showing he's still got the power. This is the kind of fight Joe Smith wants. He wants it on the inside. Zurdo was trying to pump that jab, drop that straight left. Doing it when he does it, he's keeping Smith on the outside. Joe Smith Jr. is trying to land that big right hand because he knows, man, that's his equalizer. That's all he can do in this fight. He's getting outboxed from the outside. Oh, he just got nailed with a nice combination. Joe Smith has to keep moving. He's got to keep that head weaving. When he stops, when he rests a little bit, that's when Zurdo nails him with a combination. Usually ended with a freaking right hook. And Zurdo, so far, he's been perpetual motion. He hasn't slowed down. He's been on his toes. Oh, Smith just landed a nice combination. That's what Joe Smith has to do. And that's the end of the round. I think Joe Smith is getting the best in this round, bro. I'm sorry. I think Zurdo Ramirez is getting the best of Joe Smith. Salute, Teach, bro. Thank you so much for coming by, man. I appreciate it. Good, having a good night, brother. I know we all go around. We shout out everybody. We go give thumbs up to all our brothers out there. Everybody doing our lives tonight, man. And I thank everybody that came by to give me one too, bro. Stay a little bit, man. Have a smoke. Have a drink. It's Saturday night, bro. Saturday night at BruceGas. I'm in my living room. I got my Marvin Hagler over here. I got my brother Marlon Starling up there. I got the poster from Chavez and Whitaker over my right shoulder, bro. I mean, this is boxing at its best. Kick back and enjoy the remainder of this fight with me. We're in the 5th round. Zurdo Ramirez is getting the best of Joe Smith here, but we can't count out Joe Smith, former world champion. Got a great knockout percentage. Hey, the Drunken Irishman, bro. Shout out to you, bro. The Drunk Irishman, man, it's got to be fucking 3 o'clock in the morning where you're at, man. Fired on Irish whiskey and freaking Guinness. Shout out to the Drunk Irishman. Always has good polls up there. Good little snippets of what's been going on in boxing, what's happening today. My friend Carlos Mendoza, he's been around forever around here, man. He's evolved to a boxing historian and the brewing. How about that, man? Because none of us are. I'm no boxing historian. You guys tag me like that, but man, the guys, the fucking BL, the scrapbooks, the blood boxings, man. The boxing beats and rhymes. Those are the guys who know the history. I know a wee bit. That's about it. Let's see if this fight makes history tonight, man. Zurdo Ramirez, the cruiserweight and the light heavyweight division, they're basically wide open. They need a star. Ooh. Oh, Joe Smith made some sweat fly. Landing a few punches there. Joe Smith is not giving up. Definitely not taking a backward step. And Zurdo was landing some bombs on him. Think about Joe Smith, man. That face will bust up. You know, when you've got big punches like Zurdo dropping bombs on you, that skin's going to eventually split up. And he stands in there, and he's taking some serious shots upstairs too, man. And Zurdo's keeping him in the corner. Joe Smith trying to come out, trying to throw that big bomb. That's all he has left, man. That's all he can do. He's not going to outbox Zurdo. Oh, he just got nailed with a beautiful overhand left. Zurdo is doing a job on Joe Smith. Joe Smith is trying to throw his load, and he's missing by wide margins. Zurdo Ramirez is opening up. That's it for is that round 5? Yeah, Zurdo's in charge in this fight. Yeah, Bruce, because I did the math, and who would I want backing me up in a fight, a boxer or a killer? Bivol is a good boxer. I just want to see that fight. I want to see Beterbiev and Bivol. It's crazy how they're not making that fight. It's politics, man. You know, they say that the WBC doesn't want a Russian to own a world title. And Bivol's Russian. So I don't know what's going on in boxing today, bro. It's politics and money, all this crazy shit going down. But we're getting ready for round 6 in this fight, man. We got Dmitry. We've got Zurdo Ramirez and Joe Smith Jr. The second half of this fight, 10 rounds. This is a title eliminator for the WBO cruiserweight championship. Either way, man, it's an important fight. A year ago, both of these guys were top 5 fighters in the light heavyweight division. Today, they're cruiserweights. Joe Smith is trying to drop that right hand in. Bivol's pulling a matrix job on him. He's ducking underneath it. He's pulling his head back. You can't land. Joe Smith is just he's a speedy heavy bag in this fight. Not coming back with a lot of scoring punches. Zurdo's spinning him around. I don't know, bro. I don't know why it's 10 rounds. Maybe because they're both coming off of L's. I really don't know, man. Zurdo's just picking him apart right now. Going downstairs with that uppercut with his powerful left hand, shooting that right jab into the face of Joe Smith. Joe Smith is trying to land, but he's really throwing sloppy punches. He might be gun shy from that beating he took 18 months ago. You don't know. We don't know if he had any serious damage. And then we know his brother was killed earlier last year too in a gang related fight, man. He got stabbed or something, man. I don't know. There was some New York shit that went on. And his brother was a sparring partner, trained with him. Joe Smith has been through the ropes, man. He's had a tough 16 months. And tonight's no walk in the park for him, believe me. He's trying to get Zurdo Ramirez against the ropes and unload. Zurdo's asserting himself. He's out boxing Joe Smith. He's out landing with the power shots. He's keeping him honest with those body punches. Joe Smith will try to land an uppercut or an overhand right, and Zurdo's just out of range. You can see that right there. Just hit him to the back of the head with the left hand. Acknowledged by the referee. Oh, and Zurdo with uppercuts, straight left hands. Zurdo is using Joe Smith as a freaking punching bag right now. I don't know how long this fight's going to go on. Zurdo Ramirez is having an evening's work with Joe Smith. 44-1, Zurdo Ramirez. And they're both coming off losses to the greatest light heavyweights in the world. And these are the second best light heavyweights in the world, or they were at the time. Right now they've blown up the cruiserweights. Stitch Duran is patching up the fight, patching up the face of Joe Smith Jr. Joe Smith is getting yelled at by his trainer. Putting that mouthpiece in, man. Looks like a tired warrior going out there. Zurdo looks like he's still got something in the gas tank. And here they go. The sound of the bell for round number 7. Very entertaining fight. I think it's been a one-way fight. But see, with Smith, we always had that possibility where he could land that big punch. I think that possibility has dwindled now. I think Zurdo is really looking to soften him up for the finish. I think we're going to see the finish possibly in this round. If not, the next round. I don't think Smith is going to last any longer, man. Hey, I called this fight too. I said, well, that could all be mute. So I'm not going to say that right now because it's still going on, still happening. Anything can happen. But if they have these live bets to go on at online online and at DraftKings. You can bet like right now. You could place a bet on big odds if you bet Joe Smith right now. But they're taking bets. They're taking bets on if it's going to be a knockout in this round, the next round. What kind of proposition bets going on? These guys, you don't just bet on the winner or the loser, the round. When they got all kinds. There's got to be 100 different variations for this fight. And like I said, they do live betting that goes on right now. You can bet over your phone. You can place a bet on Joe Smith hanging in for the 10 rounds. And 10 rounds, that's not out of the question, man. You know, Joe Smith is a tough kid, but I don't think so, man. I think Zurdo's going to stop him in this round or the next round. You know, Joe Smith is, man, you know, we saw it today with Josh Warrington, bro. We saw it with we saw Lee Wood getting his ass kicked for 6 rounds, and all of a sudden, boom, the fight's over. So you never know what's going to happen in boxing. That's why my eyes are glued to this fight right now. Digging on that crazy avant-garde jazz in the background. The walking bass. Oh, Zurdo knocking him on his heels. Joe Smith coming back 1 punch to every 4 that Zurdo lands. Oh, they're toe-to-toe. Joe Smith does not lack for heart, man. I'll tell you, he's right in there. He would be pissed if this fight was stopped. He wants to go out on his shield. And he still wants to win this fight, man. He's got the best cut man in the business in his corner. I don't know what's going to happen. Oh, Joe Smith just tried that Hail Mary right hand. He landed it. And Joe Smith is selling right now. Joe Smith, the end of the round, Joe Smith is going out with a bang. Man, Joe Smith landed that right hand. He tried to follow up. The round was too close to being over. So he did not get his chance to follow up. But Joe Smith might have found his second wind in there. Let's see what's going to happen. We've only got we're between rounds here, man. Between the 7th and 8th round. We'll blast. Here comes the start of the 8th round. 3 more rounds to go in this fight. Joe Smith just kind of made a little statement at the end of that round. I think he got his second win. Look at him, man. He's out there with some oomph. Let's see what's going on here. I'm gonna blast the green dry dragging me. Bitch, TNB, how we doing, brother? Thank you for coming by. Salute to you. Smith, they just put that ice bag over Zurdo's eye, bro, over his left eye. He must have nailed him with that right hand in that last exchange. I think Zurdo might have been falling asleep a little bit. Now he's back on the alert button just said, and he realizes this kid can hurt me. And look at Joe. Joe just got the left hook in there. Joe Smith coming alive, man. This might get interesting, man. This might get interesting. Joe Smith might have that. He's a hard-working man. You know, they might have told that overtime, but you're getting time and a half. Sunday, double time, overtime. Joe Smith is a hard-working man. Hey, Blood Boxing, how we doing, my brother? It is not a bad little scrap, my bro. You know, I'm giving Gilberto Ramirez throwing gyrated around so far, but Joe Smith is coming back, and he just landed that big right hand at the end of the last round. I'm starting to get excited here, bro. Zurdo just landed that straight left to the body. Got that left on that left hook on coming on the inside. He's shooting that red jab, man. See, Zurdo, I think Zurdo realizes Joe Smith can hurt him. He's back there again. Hope you're doing well, my brother Blood. 50 years old plus a couple of days, man. How does it feel, bro? Them joints feeling any aching in the morning? Not as bad as Joe Smith's are going to feel tomorrow morning, man. Zurdo and that. Look at Zurdo dancing around. Damn, Zurdo's looking like a fucking lightweight over here, man. He's bouncing around on his toes. That's what he has to do. If he can do this for 3 more rounds, he's going to have an easy decision. Joe Smith has got to land that big right hand. Look at him. That's his Hail Mary. Joe Smith is going wild with these punches. Killer stuff, man. Killer stuff. That's Joe Smith wants to get on the inside. Zurdo wants to box. Every time Zurdo lets off, Joe Smith can land one of those big punches. Zurdo's got to stay on his toes and keep boxing, keep going forward, keep Joe Smith uncomfortable. Joe Smith, there we go. Zurdo just landed a nice combination. Had Joe Smith against the ropes. Joe Smith opening up, man. Joe Smith is doing too much too late. If his corner could signal him at the 1 minute and when there's 45 seconds or 30 seconds left to go, but he's waiting until there's like 10 seconds left to go and coming out with a combination. Getting warned by 20 loops for hitting behind the head. You got some good, and dude, this Jazz did the Flail band, man, playing up at Smalls Jazz Club tonight, man. That piano was awesome, bro. We had Brian Marsalis doing that piano work. You got Charles Gould on the drums, Reed Taylor on the bass, Stephen Mutar on the tenor sax, and Don Blankenship on the trumpet. And they're going to keep us going for the end of this fight, bro. We got the last round to go. I'm sorry, the 9th round. We still have 2 rounds to go, man. And it's, me against the Green Dragon. I don't know who's winning tonight, man. The Green Dragon. This is a new batch I made up, too. This isn't like the Green Dragon I had last time. This is new stuff. New stuff means new tolerance, so I'm doing good, bro. You're feeling 30, bro. Blood. That's the way to do it, man. Age, it really is on. The pots, you got to keep those pots well oiled. You got to make sure you go in for that oil change. Tighten up those bolts. And hey, 68, and I got no complaints. Joe Smith has got him against the ropes. Joe Smith unloading. That's what Joe Smith has to do. Joe Smith must have gotten that call in his corner. They must have told him, Joe, you got to go hurt this boy. You got to knock him out. You got to win this fight. If you want any gold around your waist in the future, and you're in the cruiserweight division, that's a strong possibility. You got the right complexions, the right connections, bro. You got to knock out Gilberto Ramirez if you want to keep that train coming in. And Zurdo's got other ideas here, man. And there they go. This is some action picking up in the 9th round. Oh, good stuff. Joe Smith, man, when they get inside, Joe Smith isn't hesitating now. He's throwing that right hand. He should have been doing this earlier. He's doing it. He's doing it now. Unfortunately, it might be too little, too late. We'll see. Gilberto Ramirez doesn't look like he's hurt yet. He doesn't look like he's been stunned. He's taken some good punches, and he's handling the punches well. But Joe Smith is not giving up, and he's got the power. If he lands one of those big right hands on the chin of Gilberto Ramirez will go down. This is what makes boxing so interesting. Zurdo with the combination on the inside. Joe Smith is trying to land those power punches, but right now he's got 41 seconds. He has to just go nonstop right now. Time to sell out, Joe. Sell the store, bro. He just got backed up with a combination from Zurdo. Joe's not moving his hands. Now's the time you have to do that. Joe, you're a hard-working man, bro. You're not supposed to stand there with them gloves up to your ears. You're supposed to be moving them hands. Joe Smith throwing one punch at a time, maybe a combination at a time. The last 10 seconds, you're not Sugar Ray Leonard, though. You're not going to steal rounds like that. You're not smooth enough. Zurdo with a big left hand. Joe Smith rocked back on his heels. Joe Smith did not get that obligatory 10-second stealing the round like he was planning on getting. Zurdo nailed him with that big left hand and made him think for about 7.5 seconds before the little birdie stopped tweeting in his head. Here we go, man. We're getting ready for the last round, round number 10. Been a pretty entertaining fight, man. I got Blood Boxing here. I got Picasso in here, man. Who else is in here, man? Fitch, how you doing, my brother? The Drunk Irishman was here. Hardcore, bro, been in here. Appreciate you in here, my man. Teach. Magic. All you cats, one and all, like, thank you guys for coming in here, man. This is the last round. This is make it or break it time. Joe Smith is no fool. He knows it, man. Joe Smith is a working man. He works in the ditches. He knows he can work for a year, 9 to 5, 40 hours a week. I'm not saying 9 to 5, 7 to 3, man. 7 to 3:30 with that half-hour lunch break. Or you can one fight and make 4 times the money that you're going to make working in that ditch. So Joe Smith knows what this fight means for him. A big payday. I mean, Joe's ahead right now. The unofficial ringside scores got Smith ahead 87 to 84. So Zurdo, and there've been some close rounds, but I think Zurdo has definitely dominated this fight. I think he's going to win. If this fight goes to the bell and they're both still standing, Zurdo's going to win a unanimous decision. Joe Smith has to hurt Zurdo. He has to knock him down. He has to make a statement in this round, and he hasn't made a statement in this fight. He's won a couple of rounds. Aside from that, I think Zurdo's pitched a shutout. And I use that word much too liberally. No shutout. But Joe Smith is just not moving his hands enough. And, you know, he's looking for that big overhand right. But the thing is, man, and any trainer will tell you, any fighter, you just keep moving those hands, and that opening will come, and you'll be able to drop that right in here. Joe Smith was going towards the end of the fight, just going overhand right crazy. Zurdo could get inside, slip those punches, drop that lead left in there, man. Then freaking Joe Smith's face didn't have a chance. Zurdo's starting to hurt him right now. Joe Smith is against the ropes, man. We've seen the effects of body punches in this fight tonight on some of these cards. We've seen some unbelievable body punches and fights. And right now, Zurdo Romero is going downstairs. Oh, just got hit with a low blow. Zurdo's trying to cash in on all that money he put in the bank earlier in this fight. And Joe Smith is dead tired. Joe Smith is throwing his big bombs. They've had basically no effect on Zurdo. I think he knows he's in there right now. He's going to survive. But I don't think Joe Smith is going to have. I don't think he's got another big flurry in him, man. You know, prove me wrong, Joe. I think as long as Zurdo keeps you off balance, keeps popping that overhand left, keeps popping that straight right hand jab in your face, I don't think you're going to do anything, Joe. We're moving down to the last 20 seconds of this fight. This is it, Joe. If you're gonna have a flurry, it's either now or never. Yeah, it looks like he's just hanging around to survive. But Smith is trying right now. If he's got anything in the gas tank, he's trying. But I think it's once again too little, too late. The fans liked it. It was a good fight. I don't know if that was Joe Smith's wife they just showed. But I think Smith lost a unanimous decision. Zurdo getting held up by his handlers. You know, it kind of went as expected. I thought Zurdo might have stopped him in the later rounds, but Smith showed me a lot of heart. He wasn't going down. You know, you weren't going to stop this fight. Zurdo just made enough to buy several new tractors for the freaking construction business. Maybe another freaking warehouse. But I mean, he's doing it the Larry Holmes way. Larry Holmes did it that way. Every time he fought somebody, he'd say, "There's another building in my town." And Joe Smith. Oh, they're showing some of the Zurdo Ramirez punches in slow motion, landing that left hand, landing those hooks to the body. Joe Smith, though, he did land that right hand on occasion. He dropped a few beauties in there. But Zurdo stood up to those punches, took those punches well. Interesting stuff. Let's get the decision going over here, man. I know I stream it. I'm a little bit behind you guys. I don't have the zone, but I got it tonight. Hasn't failed me a bit. Coming in beautifully in 4K. Ramirez wins a unanimous decision. Let's see what the scorecards are. Zurdo's family is going crazy in the ring. Oscar De La Hoya, his promoter, nodding in approval. Let's see what those scorecards were, man. I had Zurdo winning by a pretty wide margin, but apparently the people at ringside don't feel that way. But we'll see what happens over there, man. This is another step in boxing, another night at the fights. What do we got going on for next week? October 11th. That's in a couple of days. You got a whole women's card. It looks like in Montreal, Canada, on ESPN Plus. Femke Herman. I saw her fight before. She fought one of the biggies, one of the big names. Fighting Mary Spencer. That's for the vacant IBF women's title. Right there. Interviewing Zurdo Ramirez right now. Yeah. Eric Bazian is taking on Ronald Ellis, super middleweights on that card. Bazian, he beat one of the fighters that was on the card tonight, man. I think he got beat by Beck the Bully. Might have a victory over Atlantis Fox. Anyway, all these guys are fighting relatively close to each other. Man, I don't even know. I couldn't even pronounce these guys' names who are fighting next weekend, man. Keyshawn Davis, I know his name. But Janabek Aknabul, okay, yeah, that's Alma Akmalov. I don't know who the hell that is, but it's a middleweight title fight. One is a WBO middleweight title, and the other one's an IBS middleweight title. Man, this shows you how my knowledge of boxing is screwed up. I don't know who either one of these cats are, really, unless I go back and look them up. I mean, Janabek, he's ringing a bell. Undefeated, 14-0. Janabek, He is the he's a WBO regular middleweight champion right now. He beat. Damn, I mean these this is crazy. Both of these guys this is a unified middleweight championship fight that we're going to see next weekend. And dude, I know I basically know who these guys are. And I know Keyshawn Davis, he's on the card. Richard Torres Jr., Guido Vanello. He was victorious not too long ago on a top ranked card. So this is a lot. Duke Reagan. This is Kelvin Davis. A lot of top rank. This is a showcase card for top rank. This is on next weekend. And we also got Tim Tszyu and Brian Mendoza going down to Australia. That should be an interesting fight, man. Fucking Carl, hey, how we doing, Daniel? How we doing, brother? Yeah, 99-91 was ridiculous too, man. I gave Joe Smith a few rounds, but I only gave him about 3 rounds, man. I just, boxing is a round-to-round game, and it's got to be a winner and a loser. I just thought that Zurdo was winning these rounds. Some were close, but he was pulling them out. You got to give a 10-9 round. That's what the judges have to score it, man. But that was a ridiculous score. You got to give Joe Smith a couple of rounds in there, but not many more than that. He was pretty much gun shy, getting outboxed the whole fight. But we get to see Tim Tszyu and Brian Mendoza. I mean, that sight of Brian Mendoza knocking out Fundora a while ago, bro. I mean, dude, Fundora is another one. The way he went down, those big guys. There's something about the way those big guys go down. It's a sight to behold. You got to see Jerry Cooney get knocked out in sections. You got to see Thomas Hearns get knocked out. You got to see freaking who was somebody like Bob Foster. When Bob Foster used to go in against the heavyweights, it was something. But next weekend, man, Tim Tszyu and Brian Mendoza. I'm sure that's going to be on. That's probably going to be on during prime time here, being the afternoon in Australia. And I'm looking at the card here. I'm seeing Sam Goodman, a lot of Australians fighting on that card. I gotta be more attentive with these undercard fighters because a lot of these guys I don't know. And see, after everything's all done, my stream just froze for a second, but it came right back on here, man. And I got a good one tonight, man. I'll tell you, anybody who's paying for pay-per-views, you're out of your fucking mind. For what they're giving you and for what they're taking out of your pocket, dude, come on. Are you crazy? And these dudes in the background, man, frail, man. This piano player especially, man, that's the cat's name is Brian Marsala. He's playing piano like fucking Thelonious Monk over there, man. That's why boxing and jazz, bro, them classic jazz musicians, they're done. Look at my cup of blood, the one of blood maybe. You got Miles Davis right there. Miles Davis is done. Marvin Hagler, he's done. We love and honor these guys, but we got to stay with the new guys. We just saw freaking Gabriel. We just saw the new crop, man. We're gonna see Costa Tszyu. We saw Joe Smith, man. This is what's happening today. We love these old cats, man, but we got to stay progressive, and that's the thing. I can sit with somebody and talk 80s boxing and 90s boxing as good as anybody, as good as the boxing librarian and scrapbook can. But when it comes to these cats today, man, I don't know who these guys are. I'm a casual. Evelyn Bermudez. I don't watch women's boxing anyway. But some of these other fights, man, the two middleweight champions, and I really don't know who they are. I just know them by at a passing glance. That's almost embarrassing for somebody like me in boxing, I got to stop being more being more progressive, paying attention to more of these fights that are going on today. Just like the jazz, you know, I got 3,000 jazz albums on vinyl. Not a one of them is newer than 20 years old. What am I saying? 20? Try like 30. You know? But it was a cool day of boxing, and thanks everybody for coming up here. Who came up here, man? Keep them thumbs up. We'll do this again next week, possibly. I like to cover the live fights, man. I don't do it as well as some of these cats on here do, but I appreciate you cats that came by and passed a little time with me, man. We saw some good boxing. Made my Saturday night. Listen to some decent jazz. I gotta make sure I got my man 150 to take me out over here. Shout out to my brother 150 for coming through with my theme song over here. Let me shout out everybody that came in here, man. If you're still here, thank you for hanging in, man. Hardcore, bro. Thank you so much for coming in and being a part of it, man. Susan, the proud single mom. Shout out to you, man. Picasso, my brother. Mosaic. Is that what it is? Mazak. I don't know, brother. I'm terrible, man. MMA fan. My brother, Blood Boxing. Peach. I appreciate you, cats. Carlos Mendoza. Thanks for coming on here, man. The jazz band playing my background tonight, man. You can catch them live at Smalls Jazz Cafe in Greenwich Village. Okay, guys. You can have the rest of the night off, man.
Shout out BruceGas, aka Toka 2.
I'm out of here.
I had to drop a track on my boy.
Peace.
Yeah.